Hello, my name is Michael Dwyer, and I'm with Rochester Writers. Once again, Rochester Writers and the Rochester Hills Public Library have teamed up to host the annual Rochester Author Fair, now in its 5th year. We're hosting 20 authors in person at the library in downtown Rochester on Saturday, November 25th, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. These short videos offer you a chance to meet each of the 20 authors. And right now, we're meeting Jon David. Jon, how are you?
I'm fine, Michael. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Now, you've been at the author fair before. We're pleased to have you back. And one of the reasons you're back is you've got a new book, and I think it's going to be a wonderful addition to what we've started reading in the Savage Peak.
So glad that you had it ready there. Yes, Diary of a Lonely Demon is the next book in the series. It is number 1 of a trilogy. It is my Fellowship of the Ring in my trilogy.
So Savage Peak, and I'll hold it up again. I've started reading it, so don't tell me how it ends. So I'm not to the end yet. So this sets up this trilogy. Is that how, am I looking at it correctly?
That is correct.
Okay, so I'm going to get more excited as this book ends, and then I'm going to pick up the next one, and then it's going to probably blow my mind.
It will. And it'll blow the mind of everyone else. It's only going to get more epic as it goes on with books 2 and 3. Hopefully book 2 will come out next year and book 3 the year after that.
Well, I just hope you remember me and Rochester Writers when it's a trilogy on the big screen.
Only if Peter Jackson agrees to do it. Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of Hollywood right now, but I'd like to see it as an animated series, to be perfectly honest, but that would be great. But of course, I will remember both you and all of my friends, both in Rochester Writers and Shelby Township and everybody else.
So for people that haven't started reading it like me, give us a bit of a background on what your story's about.
In essence, all 4 books are about an alien invasion. It's an alien invasion story to which one of the aliens happens to be on our side. Morgalla is a demon raised outside of hell, and she's thrust back into being part of this alien. What to her is an alien culture, and to the reader is an alien culture. And she discovers that she has to pick a side, whether she sides with us or with her kind. So she faces some difficult decisions.
Yeah, well, and I'm not trying to give you the biggest plug in the world and keep holding it up, but she's a cute demon. So it's probably hard to not like her.
Well, yeah, they picked they made a good cover. They made a good couple of covers. I mean, this one is very H.R. Giger-ish. That's the first thing that I thought when I first saw this cover. It reminded me of H.R. Giger, who created the alien, the xenomorph alien, for those who may not know. And just I've been blown away working with BHC Press, my publisher, and everything's been great.
So we're going to follow this story. We're going to find out whether she's on our side or their side,
Somewhere in between,
or in between on her own side. That's what's great about episodic type of stories is it goes back and forth. You don't know, it keeps you reading, but it's a tremendous type of storytelling, and I'm glad you're embracing it. How soon, and I don't want to rush you because I know you just came out with book 1 of the trilogy. What's the release going to be for book 2 and 3 maybe?
Unfortunately, they haven't told me yet, but I'm hoping for next year. And we're going to get to work on that. And because technically both books 2 and 3 are written, they just need to be edited by them. And then I go through it one more time, and that'll be it. And just a few months later, it'll be out. So I think that's one of the reasons why they really look forward to working with me, is that they didn't have to worry about, they didn't have to worry about me turning into George R.R. Martin. Says, hey, buddy, when are you getting that book out? Says, no, books are already there. You already got them. So there we go.
Well, that's a publisher's dream come true, really. An author showing up with 4 books ready to go for the most part. Now, you mentioned that they need to be edited. I'm curious on if reader input has anything to do with the editing. Is there any feedback from readership that leads you to, as the author and them as the publisher, saying, maybe we need to tweak something?
Well, I did tweak things back when I used to be self-published a long time ago, and I trusted my work with very few people. I really trust my work with no one now. Long story there. But the people who I really listened to, there were some people who I really had their ear, and I was on pins and needles as to what they were going to say. And they mentioned the good parts, but they also mentioned parts that could have been better. So I took that to heart, and that was the reason why I went to them, because I knew that they were going to be honest with me, and they were gonna they wanted my work to be better. So I was really pleased with that.
Well, excellent. Jon David, author of these 2 books with 2 more coming. We look forward to seeing you at the author fair on November 25th. I know I'll be a customer because I got to get the next book in the series. And I encourage everyone else to come out and check out you, the other authors, your books, all the books. We'll see you then.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Michael. See you then.